And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. Direct snap, Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And for Rawls in his 2 playoff games, Charles, it was yin and yang. He had 164 yards in the wild card win over Detroit, but those numbers crashed down to earth against Atlanta. 11 carries, just 34 yards.
And it was that kind of a year for Thomas Rawls. Remember, he started
looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Bennett in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
And he whips that one incomplete there. Will tie the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd and long, it's Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead, he gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Hester. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the I. They start on the ground with Rawls. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
A big pickup there on the run. 37 yards.
I know back in the good old days, just about every team was constructed to power run to the right side. We just saw a pitch to the right side that worked pretty well.
It's easier going to the right than the left?
It just used to be very simply that the right side was always the power side. I think that's just one of those old things. I'm not sure it's still the same, but on that play, it certainly felt like we were back to the future.
Yeah, and it worked. They come up in an offset I. Here's Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A minute 59 to go in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Marcel Reese is fullback, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Well, he just threw an interception last drive. Nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of difference between driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? 'Cause that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love it.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. That'll be taken in the end zone.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's a nugget, Charles, on OBJ. This year he had 101 catches, now 288 for his first 3 years in the league. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now you try for the end zone a couple of times.
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Well, partner, tough loss for the Seattle Seahawks on the road at Atlanta in the playoffs. But Doug Baldwin, you know he's always going to compete. 5 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown. Try to keep them in the game.
Earlier, you were talking about the offense running through Russell Wilson. Doug Baldwin and the wideouts, how do you see that going forward for Seattle?
Well, I think that they are well-equipped there. They have to get Tyler Lockett back. He was injured late in the season. But Baldwin is a top-level receiver, finally getting the respect that he deserves. Jermaine Kearse is still around. Obviously, Paul Richardson came on late in the season. They have plenty of targets out there. They may go for one later in the draft, but I don't think it's a priority.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Hauschka's kick is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Morgan from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. Manning to throw on second down. They go screenplay with Jennings. Past the 20. A big play there on the screen pass. 36 yards.
What's often built into passing games without actually stating it is rack yardage, run after catch, because they expect receivers to make a catch and make someone miss. And how about the broken tackle cause there that allowed for the big pickup of yardage?
And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Larry Donnell, the one he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Got to figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw, it's Manning. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. On first down, Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he hits Jermaine Kearse. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
15 yards through the air on a first down.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Wilson on second down. Complete outright to Kearse. The reception good for 7. It's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
But many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
New York set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go play action here on first down. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Olivier Vernon getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Going for the deep ball. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. It's caught on the left side by Kearse. Down conversion. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. 15 yards down to the 15 and a first down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught outright by Graham. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all the time.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Michael Bannon in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Manning to throw on second down. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. 10 yards still left on second down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but Coach, I was throwing the dodo back.
And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Mike Morgan in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On third and long, it's Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
One hallmark of good defense.
And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Brad Wing now as he's on to punt for New York. He'll return it from the 6.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Steelers going up against the Cowboys. With that, let's go out to AT&T Stadium in Dallas. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the AT&T Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Man open right side, it's Rodgers. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Going up top. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Time for the offensive starters now for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and a guy to watch out wide, Sammy Coates.
A slow start in his rookie season, only caught 1 pass in 2015. They're expecting much bigger things from him, trying to help out that offense. If he can get open, you know his quarterback will find him.
Here's Roethlisberger. He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebackers. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Fighting through. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
So whatever happened to the old expression, he who hesitates is lost. Because when Le'Veon Bell runs the football, hesitation actually gains him a whole lot of yards.
That was clever. 30 carries, 170 yards in the divisional round, following up 29 carries in the wild card round. He has looked so good.
He really has great vision, incredible patience. But that's coupled with an offensive line that understands that and will hold blocks and seek more as they get downfield.
You mentioned last week them having to hold blocks for Big Ben in previous years has helped Le'Veon Bell.
I think it's helped all the way through. They were kind of used to it, and now they really respond to it because of the big plays Bell rewards them with.
You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. And even 40 yards. So that connection with Brown came on the post route.
He makes you question yourself as a scout, doesn't he? He's a 6th-round pick. I mean, his level of play is a first-round, top 10, top 5 pick. He's been that impressive in his ability to run all routes, but I think he likes going to the post and catch it because that usually results in a big play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal. 3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
Prescott now on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Let's go. Ohio.
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. Now Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think it would be safe to say that he didn't expect to be on the ground already a couple of times this early in the game. What he has to do now is show the team that it's not getting to him. Keep his composure, because if he shows that he's rattled, that's going to affect the rest of the guys. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did. Forget bright lights, big city, partner. It's bright lights, big stage, NFL playoffs. That's Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown likes all of that. 6 catches, 108 yards against the Chiefs. And by the way, tied an NFL record held by Larry Fitzgerald with his 4th straight postseason 100-yard performance. Pretty good.
See? What did I say again? Bright lights, big stage, playoffs, Antonio Brown.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger dancing to his left. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal, they'll look to smash. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. So they're operating in the red zone.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
His pass caught at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he? And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. And he knocks it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. And now for Elliott, Charles, against Green Bay, 125 yards on the ground, became the first Cowboy rookie to rush for over 100 in a playoff game since Dwayne Thomas way back in 1970.
Another significant record adding to what Ezekiel Elliott did in 2016. And just look at it this way. Everyone who watches NFL football pays lip service to the idea that the running game is important. I think Ezekiel Elliott really brought it back into focus in this season.
And he finished just 178 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's rookie record. First down, Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer, because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him, because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. and you're not allowed to climb.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Bryce Butler, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it.
And now a timeout called by... the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Now they'll throw it with Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my own coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Now bad hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And there's your standard issue draw play. I like it a lot better when it's actually been set up.
On 2nd down, Elliott. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got time in the pocket. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. and he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. 2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Over the middle. It's caught by Rodgers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They come up with 1 running back. That's Bell. Deep drop. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
All right, Brandon, let's take a quick second here and talk about the Steelers and the Patriots for the AFC Championship. How about that game? Has a great ring, doesn't it?
It does. Brady, Roethlisberger, both teams on 8-game win streaks. By the way, speaking of Brady, against the Steelers, in his career, 9-2. 4-0 at Foxborough.
Yeah, and they won this year in Pittsburgh, did New England. But Ben Roethlisberger didn't play in that game.
Well, you better believe he'll be playing in this one. Who do you like?
I actually like New England in this one. Hard to go against Tom Brady. This stage of his career, he knows that the end is near. Even though he's staving it off, he wants one more shot at a big ring.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. Now Ben hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted. That you feel like you all
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
He gets it to Brown. Complete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. This will be caught just inside the 10. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And now here come the Cowboys. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is
and the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A second down throw for Prescott. He's got time. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Javon Hargrave in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Off the play fake, Prescott surveying the field. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 75 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Roethlisberger will throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The ball comes out, and this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And Green with a catch left side. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He was trying to find Ladarius Green there as tight end. That'll bring up second down. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. To throw here, and it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Short boot, taken at the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On the run, Dunbar. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key 3rd down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Prescott to throw it, finding time. And that's caught inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far, it's working for both of them.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the 4th.
Hey, watch the left, watch the left. Flex round, flex round. Here we go.
On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Now a first down carry by Bell, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And his pass incomplete. Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. 5 yards to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Roethlisberger. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
That close to taking a 4th quarter lead, but the goalposts, they had other plans.
I thought it was on target. It looked good off his foot, but then, doink, off the metal and out. And those are the kind of breaks that can definitely swing the ball game.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Even score late in the 4th. Let's see if the defense can play within themselves, not give up the big play and contain, and keep this knotted up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
Again, it's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Time for a break. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Prescott now on 2nd down, being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it now with Dunbar. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he's going to fight his way. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Now Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down at the 34. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up the play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Throwing. Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Lance Dunbar with time running out. And the Cowboys have broken the tie.
Well, any thoughts about overtime? Have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. He's back to throw. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost.
What they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.